If you're looking for a better real estate investment in BC, skip Vancouver and head straight out to Chilliwack. In this video, I'm going to share with you why I think that Chilliwack is and will continue to be a strong place to invest in real estate. We have a strong economy, we have beautiful natural surroundings, and most of all, we have affordable housing. To start off, I'm going to give you a quick overview of the city of Chilliwack, our population, our location, and the economy. Chilliwack is located about an hour or an hour and a half drive inland from Vancouver, and it's a pretty direct drive right down Highway 1. Also, about 25 minutes away from Chilliwack, we have a border crossing to get into the US. And if you're looking to go to the Okanagan, we're only about 3 hours away from the Okanagan. It's also interesting to note that over 65% of the land in Chilliwack is dedicated to agriculture and is protected by the Agricultural Land Reserve. This land that falls within the Agricultural Land Reserve is actually provincially protected land for agriculture and will always, at least for the very foreseeable future, be farmland. As for the main residential areas of Chilliwack, Sardis and Chilliwack, we have farmland to the east and to the west, and then to the north, we have the Fraser River. So the Fraser River forms the barrier on the north side of Chilliwack. Then on the south side of Chilliwack, we have another river called the Vetter River. So basically, we have Chilliwack completely surrounded by farmland on two sides, rivers on north and south, and then a lot of mountains on the south side of Chilliwack. We are still very much a coastal climate similar to Vancouver. The only differences would be that we would get a little bit more snow in the winter and a little more heat in the summer. But overall, it's a very temperate climate. Chilliwack also has a strong economy. It might be no surprise to you that seeing as 65% of our land is dedicated to agriculture, almost 30% of the economy in Chilliwack is based on that agriculture. Other industries such as manufacturing and distribution find their home in Chilliwack for a couple reasons. First of all, Chilliwack is located close to Vancouver, so we get that economic spin-off from the big city. We have proximity to transportation routes down to the States and also to Highway 1, which heads across Canada. But more importantly, it's a more affordable place for businesses to operate just because of our lower real estate costs. The population of Chilliwack now sits over 100,000 people, and it continues to grow. According to the most recent census in 2021, Chilliwack was the second fastest growing city in all of Canada. We had a population growth of over 11%, and that strong population growth continues on. I'm of the opinion that a lot of this population growth is happening from people who are moving to Chilliwack in order to take advantage of our affordable housing. Not only do we have people moving to Chilliwack and working in Chilliwack, we also have people moving to Chilliwack even though they're still working in Vancouver or in Fraser Valley. So they're just commuting a little bit further to work in order to take advantage of our affordable real estate prices. And now I want to give you 3 reasons why I think investing in Chilliwack real estate is a wise decision for your portfolio. The first and largest reason is because of our housing affordability. At the time of this recording, the average cost of a detached home in the city of Chilliwack is about $825,000. Compare that to Abbotsford at $1.1 million, to Surrey at $1.45 million, and to Vancouver at $1.75 to over $2 million, depending on the area you're in. And of course, these numbers are approximate. So it's really no surprise when there's that big of a spread between the cost of housing in Vancouver versus the cost of housing in Chilliwack that it becomes an attractive place to live, but also an attractive place to invest. The second reason is population growth. The most recent numbers have Chilliwack growing at the second fastest rate in the whole country. And one basic principle of appreciation in real estate is population growth. If the population is growing and there's demand for housing, you can expect that you're going to have higher than average appreciation on your real estate. Number 3 is low vacancy and strong rents. The current vacancy rate in Chilliwack is just 1.3%. That means at any given point, just 1.3% of all the rental supply sits vacant. Now, of course, low vacancy is not great for tenants because they're looking for homes and they can't necessarily find what they need, but that does mean that there is room for investors to be able to come in and be able to supply that housing to tenants looking for a home. Now, in this video, I haven't gone into the details of how you should invest in Chilliwack, the types of properties you should be buying, or the locations that you should be buying in. And those are all important considerations to look at. But if I've convinced you in any way to consider investing in Chilliwack, I would love to have a conversation with you to show you the potential and how far your money could go in Chilliwack. It's absolutely crucial that if you're investing in Chilliwack, you work with a local Chilliwack agent who knows the city well, who knows what kind of product to invest in, the areas that are best, where you're going to get the strongest returns, and where the rents are going to be the strongest. So connect with me because I don't want you to miss out on this opportunity to grow your wealth in real estate in Chilliwack.